Shalom, beloved family. It's your girl Sophia Spiritualite, and we are here for our daily prayer and reading. Of course, we meet every day at Thamur and Sasor. We say a prayer, we read a psalm, and then we do a three-card reading just to see what information we can get from the Most High and the angels to help us better manage our emotions for the day. So, without further ado, all praise, all glory, and all honor go to the Most High, the King of kings, the Lord of lords, the great I am, loving kindness, the God of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, David, Enoch, Moses, Noah, and Solomon. We thank you for another day to labor in the vineyard. We ask for permission to speak with the angels for just a few moments so that we can get some messages that will help us to better be of service to you and to the kingdom. To the Holy Mother, we thank you for being with us, we thank you for guiding us, and we thank you for walking with us along the path of life. Oh, I almost forgot. When we enter herein with all humility, let God, the Almighty One, enter into this place by entrance of an eternal happiness, of a divine prosperity, of a perfect joy, of an abundant charity, of an eternal salutation. Let all the demons fly from this place, especially those who are opposed unto this work, and let the angels of peace assist and protect this place, from which let discord and strife fly and depart. Magnify and extend upon us, O Lord, thy most holy name, and bless our conversation and our assembly. Sanctify, O Lord, our God, our humble entry herein, thou, the blessed and holy one of the eternal ages. Selah. O divine mother, illumine me with divine wisdom, vivify me with divine life, and purify me with divine love, that in all I think and say and do I may be more and more thy child. To thy older, wiser brother Yahushai, thank you for the perfect example you set of how to climb the tree of life and conquer the tree of death. And to the angels, to our personal guardian angels, to the archangels, to the council of 9, to the council of 12, to the council of 24, to the 24 elders, to the 42-letter name of the Most High, to the 72-letter name of the Most High, to the council of 144,000, to the 216 angels that sit atop the tree of life, to the entire administration of angels, to all the angels whose names we know and the ones whose names we do not know. We invite you to come and be with us for just a few moments and give us a message that will help us be of better service to the Most High and to the kingdom. All right, so let's read Psalm 51. Have mercy upon me, O God, according to thy loving kindness. According unto the multitude of thy tender mercies, blot out my transgressions. Wash me thoroughly from mine iniquity, and cleanse me from my sin. For I acknowledge my transgressions. My sin is ever before me. Against thee, thee only have I sinned, and done this evil in thy sight, that thou might be justified when thou speakest, and be clear when thou judgest. Behold, I was shapen in iniquity, and in sin did my mother conceive me. Behold, thou desirest truth in the inward parts, and in the hidden part thou shalt make me to know wisdom. Purge me with hyssop, and I shall be clean. Wash me, and I shall be whiter than snow. Make me to hear joy and gladness, that the bones which thou hast broken may rejoice. Hide thy face from my sins, and blot out all mine iniquities. Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. Cast me not away from thy presence, and take not thy Holy Spirit from me. Restore unto me the joy of thy salvation, and uphold me with thy free spirit. Then will I teach transgressors thy ways, and sinners shall be converted unto thee. Deliver me from blood guiltiness, O God, thou God of my salvation, and my tongue shall sing aloud of thy righteousness. O Lord, open thou my lips, and my mouth shall show forth thy praise. For thou desirest not sacrifice, else would I give it. Thou delightest not in burnt offering. The sacrifices of God are a broken spirit, a broken and contrite heart, O God, thou wilt not despise. Do good in thy good pleasure unto Zion. Build thou the walls of Jerusalem. Then shalt thou be pleased with the sacrifices of righteousness, with burnt offering and whole burnt offering. Then shalt thou offer bullocks upon thine altar. Selah. All right, so here's our daytime deck. Of course, this is our Tarot of Light deck. It's easy to use, easy to understand. It's a good beginner deck, and like I always say, it's not too aggressive. It doesn't have like a bunch of scary images. It's just an all around good beginner deck, and it is very intense. So for it can be intense for people who are used to using tarot cards or whatever. So let's go ahead with this. Mm-mm-mm. All praise, glory, and honor go to the Most High, the King of kings, the Lord of lords, the great I am, loving kindness, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We again ask for permission to speak with the angels for just a few moments so that we can get some messages that will help us to better manage our emotions and be of service to you and to the kingdom. To the earthly mother, we thank you for always being with us. We acknowledge our older, wiser brother Yahushai, and to the angels whom we've already called in, we ask that you give us a message that's clear. Okay. All right. One card already fell out. It's just one, right? Yeah. That's clear, that's easy for us to understand, and that's easy for us to apply. We thank you for everything that you do for us. And of course, when you fulfill this covenant with us, we will let the Most High know so that you are able to get credit so that you can ascend as we ascend. We again thank you for your service to the kingdom, and we appreciate you being there for us. All right, so we just had that one card fall out and I didn't show it to you guys. This is the number 6 card, which is lovers, the lovers. All right. And then the next card we got is number 2, the high priestess, my twinsy. Okay. And we got the king of the angels, which seems to be Michael for us. Raphael. Who's the king of the angels? Hold on, let me look that up real quick because it's going to drive me crazy. I did that song of the 7 archangels. I actually think Raphael is the king of the angels. Um, this has just been by. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Gabriel is the king. Gabriel is actually the king of heaven, the king of the angels. Gabriel. I put out the little short video that's a song of the seven archangels, and Gabriel is the king. Okay, so now we know that. So I have a feeling that is Gabriel showing up for us. And we'll just test that and see if it feels right. All right, so our first card is the 6. So this card is the lovers, which says ecstasy. A union with another gives you freedom to be who you truly are. Embrace all aspects of yourself and liberate your spirit of love. The lovers affirms that you are ready to feel love in all its splendid forms. The reflection of another will inspire you to welcome, acknowledge, and love the sum total of yourself. A new romantic or sexual relationship is imminent or may have already arrived in your life. This card may also indicate the deepening of an existing relationship that makes it feel renewed. If you do not have a partner, this card sees you embracing and accepting more of yourself. It is time to love yourself more fully so you can love and be loved more completely. And this correlates with the lovers, which is attraction, love, yearning, and trials overcome. So I think that I don't know about anybody else, but I feel like I overcame a mental hurdle yesterday. I have been man, going back and forth about a lot of stuff. And I talked with one of the beloved sisters, and she just, I would say, confirmed the information that I knew, because I'm going to do a video, probably will come out today with these videos, talking about the way that our relationship with money is really, really horrible. And you cannot have a kingdom without money. It takes money to be the king. Like it does. And to think that we're going to be given a kingdom when we can't even have a frank discussion about how to get the money to buy the kingdom. I mean, maybe the kingdom may be given, but that doesn't mean it's going to come without a cost. And so, what are we doing? I mean, I definitely understand the $5 challenge, because that does help to get people in the mindset of, okay, you have to put aside the money so that you have it if you need it. But the next step for that is that you have to spend the money to buy your piece of the kingdom. I mean, it it's not that the kingdom costs money. You can't buy it with money, but it's that it's almost like you have to have a guarantee. The work that it takes to get the money is the guarantee that you're going to be responsible with the piece of the kingdom that you're given. And the reason why I know what I'm saying is true, if you go and read Matthew chapter 28, I will probably also record that for today, just in along with the other video, to make sure that people get the point. But if you go and read Matthew 28, it has a discussion of 25, Matthew 25, I'm sorry. And Matthew is the only one that discusses it in this way, because in Matthew 25, that's where you get his version of the parable of the talents, but it also has the parable of the seven virgins with the lamp oil, but it also has those things together. So not in the same chapter, in chapter 25. So in chapter 25, at first you have this discussion of the maids who had the oil, who did the work, and they had the oil to go with the bridegroom, and the maids who showed up, you know, they were there, but they hadn't done the work. They didn't have any additional oil to bring or share with the bridegroom. And so it shows, it's a very, very clear explanation of, it's not good enough just to show up. You have to show up and you have to be prepared. So what if we're taking the kingdom requires us to have a certain amount of money on deck? We just need to have it. And if it's not money, we need to have done the work as if we have it. I just don't think those things should be discounted. And the way that we talk about money in this nation is like, it's totally backwards. It's totally backwards, because remember, they took everything and perverted it. So the perversion is not a system in which you have to buy and sell goods. That's not the perversion. The perversion is that people worship the money as a god. I mean, look at Solomon, Mansa Musa. He's the richest man on earth. He was also the most wisest man on earth. Those things are not mutually exclusive. I know that, you know, that is a controversial statement, but I am not a wise person, because I am a completely broke person. And so in order for me to prove my wisdom has any salt, I need to have some money to go with it. Otherwise, why would you believe anything that comes out of my mouth in regards to money? And I understand that. I accept that. I internalize that. That is the case. How much money you have is a reflection of your wisdom. It's not how much money you flaunt. It's how much you have, like how much you can spend. When somebody needs to do something, do you have it there? Is it available? And so to talk about somehow being wise and somehow being ready to take over a kingdom or anything else, and you know, there's people out here who are still suffering within the kingdom, we got to fix that. And it's not going to be fixed by just talking about it and praying about it. There has to be specific things that are done. And those things are things that the Most High had given me a long time ago, and I ignored, because anytime I try to talk to anybody about money, their whole thing is, you know, they want to see if I have it, this and that. And when I did have money, it didn't make a difference, because I didn't have the proper wisdom to go with it. And so, whereas I was mildly wise with the money that I had, I was not wise enough. And I can see now in retrospect that I made a lot of foolish decisions because I thought I didn't have I was acting too much like a Gentile. I had too much of that Gentile spirit in me. And the some of the moves I could have made, which have been a lot wiser, I didn't make them because I just had that Gentile spirit of, oh, look, I just get some more. And well, if it's gone, it's gone. Just go out and get some more and don't worry about it. And it's got to be a more nuanced conversation, internal conversation with yourself than that. And so, again, I definitely feel like for myself, I overcame a mental block that I've been holding on to for a long time. And working with my pendulum has helped me significantly with that. And so you're going to see coming soon, I'm going to do a class on pendulums. And actually, I'm going to do a whole bunch of classes. In my video coming out, I'll make sure I put it out after this one, probably sometimes around 11. I'm going to talk about moving forward. What's the actual plan for this channel, so you all can be aware of what the next steps are. Because obviously we can't just keep meeting like this. And the prayer is good. It's really good, and I will not stop doing this prayer because I think it is important for everybody to have something that they can anchor to or whatever. However, a lot of the information I have, I can't put it on YouTube. I can't share it in a public format like this because people will take it and abuse it. And that's because they didn't invest any money into it. So I have to put some of the things that I want to do in a format where I know that people won't abuse it. And the reason that's how you attach a dollar amount to the amount of abuse. The more somebody pays for some information, the less likely they are to abuse it because they had to make a physical investment. And so that's the relationship we need to have with money. Instead of this, oh, everything is about money, oh, this and that. You have a very negative relationship with money. Some people, I did for sure, working on it, but until you and until you correct that relationship with money, you break the curse. Two steps. You have to break the curse, and then you have to rebuild a better relationship. This is a two-step process. And until you both break the curse of the money and build a better relationship with money, because when paper money goes away, we will still have to trade in values, in talents, in something. There will still be something we have to trade. And that's the point of the parable of the talents or the parable of the minas. It's like you have to be able to take your one skill and turn it into something. You have to be able to do something with it. And so when it's not, you know, fiat currency, then what is it going to be? You have to be able to take it and turn it into something. So, that is that's the gist of that. So, but we'll have a longer discussion about that a little bit later. So now let's go to the 2, which is the High Priestess. This crown that I made is actually my version of a elfin crown, I guess, a fairy crown, a druidess crown. That's what I call it. And it's my version of that. And I made my little organite piece in the middle. And it just so happens that this is exactly, I'm not even showing y'all the cards. I always do this. I forget. I get on my own page and then I forget to put the cards so y'all can see them. I just start running my mouth. Okay, so yes, so this thing is similar to that, and I think I got this card a bunch of times to just push me to finish this little piece that I've been working on. I had thought about it, but I hadn't actually put it together. Okay, so this says intuition. Deep within, a sacred place awaits for your recognition. Shift your awareness inward and feel the wisdom of your heart. The High Priestess knows you are ready to explore your inner realms. You are being asked to look beyond the obvious and superficial into the heart of the matter. You are vast, full of potential and unlimited possibilities. Trust your intuition, your inner voice, and your instincts as you learn to mediate meditate, and stretch your psychic muscles. This may also be a time for stillness. Quiet your mind so you can hear the wise counsel of your inner voice. There are unseen forces at work, orchestrating the whole universe to bring intense, beautiful experiences into your life. This correlates with the high priestess, which is secret knowledge, serenity, foresight, and objectivity. Of course, this has a lot to do with the Uranus energy that's already on the planet. Will start to, some of us will probably start to feel the effects tomorrow. They say it's 10 days out. I heard from another one of the brothers that the energy actually came in last night. Thursday night, yeah, Thursday night, which I believe I did actually feel that. I definitely felt something. So, again, if you don't know what that means, refer back to my video on Uranus. I will definitely be listening to it again myself and doing a review to make sure that I myself am prepared. Where is my Did I already put it in here? Hold on. I want to look at the space weather for this week. No. This is not the 6th. Hold on. Oh, I should have done this already. Oh, right. It's not correct. Okay, it's not right. That's right. I got to look at it. Hold on. I just want to check the space weather. I know a new space weather is going to come out today, too. I believe it's already set to come out at 3 o'clock. Something like that. Okay, here we go. Yes. Today, the space weather is really bad. Really, really bad. Now I understand why I was so exhausted yesterday. Yesterday, when around 6 o'clock hit, I got into bed. I did not get up until almost midnight. It was before 6 o'clock. Actually, I went to bed. And again, remember, we had everything in reverse this week. So now we're going into the King of Cups in reverse. Let me just take a look at that real quick. I'm sorry this is so much flipping around, but I forgot. I forgot to talk about some of this stuff. Here we go. The other days, and I realized that we didn't have a whole, my brain was in another place. Okay, so the King of Cups is, to master today, we need to do, just try and be as kind as possible to get through the energy that's coming in today. And again, this probably correlates with the high priestess because it's an inward day. It's a day that you work on yourself and you build your own internal energy up. You don't want to get too caught up in whatever everybody else is doing because it's going to be a lot of intense energy and you just don't want to be on the wrong end of someone's triggering or whatever the case may be. So definitely peace and objectivity, and of course kindness is going to get you through today. All right, so let's look at the King of Angels, which I believe is our Gabriel. I keep saying Raphael. All right, so let's look at Sunday. So you guys haven't seen it yet, but like I said, you'll see it coming out today. But the space weather tomorrow is going to be pretty good all day tomorrow. Shemesh, that's it. After Shemesh, it's just kind of going to be a mess. So, oh man. Yeah, Shemesh is going to be good. Okay, so this says the King of Angels, peaceful warrior. Sometimes the path to truth must break through chaos and illusion before it exposes your eternal heart. You are the truth and you are love. The King of Angels instills you with the courage to believe in your decisions. Something is not working well as you would like. You have asked for change and it is coming. You may have to prompt things along and the change may not arrive as you expect. The person entering your life is a representation of universal love. They are not here to rescue, interfere, or control you. They do offer wise counsel and loving energy as a way to cut through, transform, and heal a situation. This will most likely be an actual person. However, it could also manifest as your higher self or a situation that inspires change. And this correlates again with the King of Swords, which is experience, authoritative figure, analytical thinking, and justice. And so, being that the space weather tomorrow is going to be good, um, it it may be that you have to take the things that you've been working on personally and put them out there and not just hold them in the background and wait for the right time. There is no right time. There will never be a perfect time. No, there's no perfect time, but there is a right time. And the right time is now. The time is coming very, very close when, we have to have our foundation set. I think the first step in my mind, the first step in taking back a kingdom is laying the foundation. So we have to get our foundation laid really solidly so that we are able to build. We have the skills to build the kingdom because again, it's just so many things that go into that, and I feel like people have not really thought out how a kingdom works. I mean, and the best way to understand it is go and look at how a Fortune 500 company works. That's basically a little kingdom. Or even if you're into government, look at how the government actually works. Not, what these people do, but how it's actually set up to work. Because remember, the celestial kingdom is a model for the governments. The governments took their model of government from the celestial kingdom. So you can learn a lot by just looking at how the different agencies interact with each other, because look at the different agencies as the different offices of the guardian angels, the 72 letter name, or the 9, the it's like the 9, it's like a progression. So like maybe the Council of 9 is under the quote unquote judicial branch, so that could be like the Supreme Court. Or and you have the triune government, which is equal and co-equal parts, which is the Father, the Mother, and the Son. And we are underneath the Son's canopy, so that could be like the House of Representatives. And then who's the other part that the Son controls might be the angels. Jesus is the leader of the angels or whatever. I don't know exactly how the celestial hierarchy works. I mean, there are people who are more well versed in it than me, but you have to start thinking about it like that, because how can you possibly, unless you want to go into how this lines up with the astrological organization, which it does, but I mean, that's way more complicated than looking at the different parts of government, taking just a brief look at like even the Wikipedia and saying, okay, how does the United States government supposed to work? Because these people, all they do is copy. So they had to copy it off of something. And something they copied it off of was what the Most High, how he has his kingdom organized. And so we need to be in a position where we can run a kingdom like that. So, when Yahweh Shai comes in as president with Mary Magdalene as first lady, then we are already in place to keep everything going, because the whole thing is you do have to evict the current residents, before we can enter in. However, once we enter in, we still have to be able to manage it. I mean, it's one thing to get a house, and it's a whole nother thing to have to keep it up. And I don't think people understand that, when you get into a house, you still got to do work to keep it up. You can't come into the house and be like, oh yeah, well, the Gentiles going to do that. They're going to be our servants. They're going to this. Well, what are they going to serve? You got work for them? You have a plan for creating work for them, or you want them to actually just go do whatever it is they want to do and just bring you back the money without you having any control over what they do. That's not how it works. That's not how it works at all. The worst thing they did to us was convince us that slavery was so bad that we won't even take a look at how a plantation was run, because we could identify with that in our souls, with our ancestry. We could identify with that. But we are any type of slave talk that comes up is automatically, oh, it's all bad, it's this. And I'm not saying that it's not all bad, but what I am saying is look at how it was run. Just gain the information so you can say, oh, I don't want to run my stuff like that, because I have this conversation with people all the time and it causes a huge problem. Where I am from, the slaves that were the people who were slaves, because it wasn't just black people, it was blacks, whites, and Irish. The people who were slaves were actually not ruled over by a quote unquote master. The master was not there. They actually housed them in, like, they called them long houses. So they're like dormitory style housing. And the slaves just went out and do their thing, and then they got paid a little, whatever, something for the work that they did. And then they came back. And a lot of my people actually were entrepreneurs. So there was a ferry or a boat that you had to take to get from Fort Washington, where I'm from, to Mount Vernon. And it was one of my people who operated the boat. You know what I mean? So it's like our people, not saying that there wasn't other kind of slavery. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that there are more than one. Every kingdom is not run the same way. What you have to do is identify the way you want your kingdom to run, and at least understand it. How do we want this? If the Most High is going to give us the keys, once somebody gives you the keys, you gotta. It's once they give you the keys to a car at the parking lot, at the car lot, you gotta keep that hitch running. You can't go back to the car lot and say, yeah, this car won't start. And they're like, where's your gas? Did you put gas in the car? Oh, I didn't know cars needed gas. Like, no, that's you can't function like that. And so we have to really change our update our mindset to be more in line with the energy that's coming in, because we are on a very high frequency. We should be able to have this conversation now. It shouldn't be people are still fussing and fighting and arguing in the background. We should be able to have this conversation. And therefore, if nobody else is going to have it, or people have tried to have it before and failed, I haven't tried to have nothing with nobody. So I'm going to have the conversation with you guys later in another video. And we're going to get to the bottom of this. Just, with the angels are going to guide the conversation. So anyway, the point of the matter is the space weather is going to be good tomorrow. So it might time, if you have to address people, things need to be said. Tomorrow is going to be a pretty good day, space weather day to do it. It goes back and forth between neutral and good all day. But like I said, this video about the cosmic weather is going to come out later on. All right. So I don't know how much more I can say. Some of this stuff I'm so tired of talking about. It's only because, everybody keeps tiptoeing around the issue, but nobody wants to. I haven't seen anybody address it with a solution, with a way to fix it, with a firm hand of, look, I will be responsible for this, and this is just going to be how it is. So, all right, I'll let y'all take a look at these cards while I write them down. And I can't say that. That's not true. It's just, it needs to happen again. It's not a conversation you can have one time and everybody is just going to be like, oh, okay, we get it. No, you have to have it many times until people understand what's going on. So I think I would say rather it's probably time to have the conversation again. And since I'm getting the message that it's time, I'll be the one to lead the conversation. So this is 8. All right, so let's do our blessing of the Sephiroth. All right, and I got my cheat sheet here. Okay. All right. Blessed be the light beyond all being. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Keter. Blessed be the breathing of origination. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Chokma. Blessed be eternal wisdom. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Bina. Blessed be omniscient understanding. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Chesed, blessed be perpetual compassion, forever blessed be the mighty one. Gavora, blessed be almighty justice, forever blessed be the mighty one. Tiferet, blessed be transcendent beauty, forever blessed be the mighty one. Netzach, blessed be unceasing victory, forever blessed be the mighty one. Had, blessed be surpassing glory, forever blessed be the mighty one. Yesod, blessed be infallible foundation, forever blessed be the mighty one. Malchut, blessed be all life throughout the kingdom, forever blessed be the mighty one. All praise, all glory, and all honor go to the Most High, the King of kings and the Lord of lords, the great I am, loving kindness, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I would like to thank you for allowing us to speak with the angels for just a few minutes, and we would like to report back that the angels did, in fact, give us a message that was clear, that was easy for us to understand, and easy for us to implement, and we would like that to be noted to their records so that they are able to ascend as we ascend. We thank the Holy Mother for always being with us. We acknowledge our older, wiser brother Yahushai. And of course, to all the angels, you guys are doing a great job. We have fulfilled the covenant by letting the Most High know that you fulfilled the covenant with us. And we are very grateful for you continuing to work with us, even though we are, in fact, terrible clients. Let God be praised in the beginning and the end. Who supplicates him, he will neither despise nor refuse. God above us, God before us, God possessing all things. May the Father of heaven grant us a portion of mercy. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Lo'olam Vayed. Blessed be the name of his glorious kingdom throughout eternity. Ha Rashaman Hu Yashazir Lanu Avodat Biet Hamikdash Limkoma Bimhira Biyamanu Omen 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 and Selah. May the merciful one restore unto us the service of his holy temple to its place speedily and in our days. Amen, 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 and Selah. To the spirits who are here with us, you're invited to go in peace. To my beloved viewers, you're invited to be at peace. And always remember, the Most High is your peace. Shalom, everyone. We'll see you for the prayer tonight at Sesor.